Let me just to return briefly to terrorists. What do you think about the policy of not negotiating with terrorists?
Well, that's not the policy, first of all. Now, everybody thinks that's the policy.
Yeah.
It hasn't been the policy since 2002 when Bush 43 signed a National Security Presidential Directive, NSPD, at the time it was NSPD 12, which basically said we won't make concessions. That doesn't mean we won't talk. So I'm in Colombia at the same time, and I have been intimately involved with the signing of him signing that document. I knew exactly what it said, and he didn't inherit it from somebody else. He signed it. And I'm in Colombia, and the number 2 in the embassy says, last night on TV, the president of the United States said, we don't negotiate with terrorists. Are you calling the president of the United States a liar? And I remember thinking like, all right, so he probably said that. Mm-hmm. And that's not on the document that he signed. So I said, look, I'm familiar with what he's signed, and that's not what it says. Well, and so the argument, but that's always been the soundbite that everybody likes. We don't negotiate with terrorists. Depends upon your definition of negotiation. If it's just communication, we negotiate with them all the time. Number one. And number two, like every president has made some boneheaded deal with the bad guys. Mm-hmm. Like Obama released 5 high-level Taliban leaders from Guantanamo in exchange for an AWOL soldier that we immediately threw in jail. And I thought that was a horrible deal. And that's putting terrorists back on the battlefield. And then Trump turned around and topped it by putting 5,000 terrorists back on the battlefield. So we haven't had a president that has stuck to that on either side of the aisle since people started throwing that out as a soundbite.